Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting mad, bitching and moaning on.
Howdy, and welcome to another edition of Truck Talk. Today, as always, I'm with my buddy Nate, and our special guest is my brother Tyler.
Howdy, folks.
And today is a subject where, we hold very close to ourselves here in America, down here in southern New Mexico, and it's just standing for the national anthem.
Yep.
Tyler, what's your input?
I think you should stand for our national anthem because it is a symbol of all the soldiers that lost their lives during war and out of respect.
That's right. And so like Tyler was saying, a lot of people that kneel for the anthem, their argument is, okay, it's not towards the flag, it's not towards the soldiers. It's protesting something going on, whatever, whether it's police or whatever it is, but it's not necessarily a flag. But bottom line is, you're kneeling during the national anthem. So it doesn't matter what you're protesting. You're doing it during something where you shouldn't be doing it in.
That's right, Nate. And it's, they say I'm still respect the soldiers and the flag, but if the flag stands for respect for soldiers and for the country and you're disrespecting one aspect, you disrespect all of it.
Yeah,
you can't pick and choose on what you want to respect and what you don't respect if you're disrespecting one part of it.
It's like if you hit someone with your car while you're drunk at night and you say, I didn't mean to hit him, but once you started drinking, you pretty much signed a waiver saying, I am going to kill this dude.
Right.
No, I don't think
not
so.
Really.
What? No.
Yes!
No. But kind of going off of that topic, it's like, sure, you're protesting not necessarily the flag, but you're doing it during the anthem. So, you have plenty of time to protest, whether it's before or after to get your attention or whatever you need. But during, that's the time to stand. That's the time to respect the flag. So maybe you're not protesting necessarily towards the flag, but you're disrespecting it by doing that.
Exactly. And so, people will say, well, people kneel and sit for the national anthem all the time, but for religious reasons or because they're disabled. But that's justifiable, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. And there's really nothing to it. It's just we think that you should stand for the national anthem because it's respect towards the soldiers, all those who have lost their lives in war and things like that, and it's just respect to the country.
Exactly. And so most of you, I'm sure, more than likely have heard about the protests during the NFL and the president saying on that, which we don't 100% agree with how the president responded to that, but we do understand that Colin Kaepernick started it out of, the whole
police
brutality to African Americans, which there is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but there is a lot that, is unseen. You see on the media and the news lives that are taken from a white police officer to an African American male, but they will never show the other part, which is, an African American officer killing a white person. And that's just how it goes. So when you're only seeing one side of an event, how are you supposed to know the other?
And we were discussing this earlier. I kind of just want to throw this in there. So a lot of people say, yeah, look at the percentage of how many black people get shot and killed by police officers and look at the percentage of white. Sure, there's a big difference, but statistically, if you look at it, how many black criminals are there compared to white? It's a big difference, and so you gotta take that into consideration. You can't just flat out say, sure, a lot of black people are getting killed, and not many whites. Well, because there are more black people doing illegal things than whites, and I'm not saying all black people are illegal or
bad or
criminals.
Or criminals,
but,
you can't
statistically, you can't argue that.
And we can't say that, but you can call us stereotypes or racist or whatever you want. But when it comes down to it, you see that white guy that got arrested and he got off on bail. That's not right either. We should all be treated fairly. If you break the law, you break the law.
You gotta have consequences.
Exactly. And
you can't change it up.
And you shouldn't be able to hold an officer higher than the civil because at the end of the day, they have a family to think about. They want to go home and see their sons or daughters or anyone. They don't want to die.
Yeah, and so when their lives are, they fear for their life, it's a life or death moment. You can't just say, oh, he acted out of pure racism, because if he feels threatened, it's human instinct to want to just live.
And so, sure, people may have their different opinions about the criminal acts and the police brutality and all that, but bottom line, if you're going to protest that, don't do it during something you shouldn't be doing it in. If you're supposed to stand, if it's respectful to stand, for the national anthem, then
stand.
You do so. You don't kneel and protest something that doesn't have to do with the flag or the national anthem, because you're doing it at the wrong time.
And if you are, say, you kneel for the national anthem because you're protesting, but, this has been going on for, a year or two now, and have you seen much effect, Nate?
I haven't.
I haven't seen any.
I haven't either, and it's so, you say, oh, I'm doing this, but if it has no effect, then it becomes more of a, oh, I'm just kind of doing this because this is what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, I mean, might as well do it, right? Because all the cool superstars, NFL players are doing it, so, I mean, it's good.
Exactly. So, and I think we're out of time here with our special guest. We would like to thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on Truck Talk.
You were a great help, and hopefully our viewers like your side of view.
Thank you.
All right, so to wrap up this video, basically bottom line is we think you should stand for the national anthem. Whether or not you have feelings for police brutality or Black Lives Matter, keep that away from the national anthem, all right? Respect it, and respect the flag, respect those who have died in war and all that for our country.
Exactly, and if you are disabled or you have religious reasons not to stand for our national anthem, I 110% agree with you.
I mean, of course, you have to in that case.
But if you have no reason other than your feelings got hurt, then you should just stand. And if you want to protest, peacefully protest some other way, go down and, have people sign a waiver.
Or if you want to kneel because you want to protest that way, do it before or after the anthem.
Exactly. Don't do it while the anthem's playing, and just because it shows really a disrespect.
That's right. So thank you all for watching this video, and stay tuned for more.
Exactly, and please just subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be updating this hopefully once a week, and we would love your support.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, guys.